I'm Tim O'Brien. I'm the Project and Safety Manager at Pittsburgh Allegheny County Thermal. We're a single point district energy system. We produce steam heat and feed it through the city through tunnels and direct buried lines. We have 1.5 miles of tunnel, and within that is about 6 miles of pipe varying from high pressure, low pressure, and condensate return. That all funnels back to our facility located across the river from PNC Park. We started back with DES back in 2014 for a FEMA grant. That was the Port Security Grant. And what that basically was FEMA's way to monitor the waterway system around the city of Pittsburgh and then obviously down the Ohio River. As part of the grant with FEMA, we have 3 cameras mounted on the roof. One is an oscillating camera that they can control, and 2 are pretty much stationary cameras. We have 22 cameras to date. Part of that came from a secondary project we did with DES. The GenTech system is very user-friendly. It's very customizable, so I think a lot of places that are looking for certain viewpoints that you want to have, whether that be strictly exterior cameras, interior cameras, a mix of both. Because our operators are monitoring this system 24/7. They have access to these camera sets to make sure that the system is online, is working properly, and is also able to see what they need to see in the off hours when we may not be here to help them through this process. DES stays around and they will continue to answer questions that you have even in the future. So even when a project's finished, it's never really finished. There's always something else that comes up that you need to learn, or you need to know how to do, or you need to have solved, and they do a good job of responding to that very quickly. DES was good about coming down and making sure we got the right equipment to serve the right purpose for what we wanted to do down here, what we needed to do. And what we also upgraded was some conference phone sets. Love the phones. We've had great clarity with them. We've had great connection with them. I think the inter-office service is huge, and then the call-out ability is very clean. The second project we started with DES was look to consolidate our corporate office down to our what we consider industrial location, industrial office and operations office. For us, it was a no-brainer to bring DES back in to upgrade the security. I applaud DES on during the renovation. It was what we considered a working renovation, as there was not a work stoppage during the renovation. It was ongoing work, so they were able to work with Comcast, who was providing the fiber, to attach that system to make sure that all the systems were up and running, install the phone system. They were very flexible with scheduling of it and making sure that we stuck to the timeline that we agreed to make sure that when the office move happened, everything was up and running, there were no hiccups, and it was a clean start from the beginning once everything was brought down to this facility. So one of the other things that we installed as well that in today's age is huge is the wireless capability in the facility. So previously we were working off a single point router at our internet service. And you were lucky if you could get the way that this building is designed, being a building from the early 1900s, solid concrete and steel everywhere. You don't really get much service, so what we were able to do was have DES install a bunch of wireless hubs located in the ceiling tile. You don't even notice them when they're there. It's actually kind of funny that as soon as everything was initiated, the Wi-Fi signal around the place went through the roof. It's nice when you get a system in that works and you can go anywhere and get a good working system, but the fact that it's reliable and the support is reliable. I think that's the biggest thing with any security system that you have or any access system you have, is when something maybe decides that it's going to have a little hiccup or it's not going to work, the response is immediate to get that system back to where you need it to be and where your company needs it to be to allow business to continue as designed and as offered.